with a bigger apple. So, already before it starts. Kaputt. Strong Germans. When you want to see strong Germans. Okay, so back in Brazil, everything fine? Yeah, you're now a lawyer or not?
Not yet,
Not yet?
but doing well.
Yeah?
Yeah.
From an emergency doctor to an emergency lawyer.
But it's fun to go to university again.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's the best part of the day.
So you left the Black Tantra emergency room, you go to the Black Tantra being a liar.
Yeah. It's a shift.
What a shift, huh? Yeah, okay, some questions from yesterday? Never come, the questions from yesterday. As the questions from tomorrow you cannot ask today. Huh? Yeah, anything else? Everyone knows everything already. Nothing new. Yeah, then I can go back and watch television, no?
Ask him about the movie.
Did you like Avatar?
No, I like the effects, but not the movie.
The story of it was very well made, wasn't it? Visually, amazing.
Yeah. But if you ask me if I like the movie, no. As the old story, it's okay, but the visual effects were okay. It's okay to go and watch it, but don't expect any good movie.
What's a good movie for you
What's a good movie?
so far?
This movie.
No special effects.
No special effects. It's still unpredictable. Not coming, not going. No expectation in it. Because if you go to the theater, you always have an expectation to be entertained. This is entertainment moment by moment and nothing special. So I like this movie best. And the special movies are okay, but I could live without them.
Is that entertainment for no one? It's just because body and
There is entertainment.
there is avoiding of pain? Or is it entertainment?
There is only
For
entertainment.
whom?
I don't know. I don't have to know for who, but still there's entertainment. Entertainment means like a never-ending dream. Never starting dream and never-ending dream. That's called entertainment.
But absolute is complete and comfortable.
It's neither. It's neither. It's neither. Neither comfortable or discomfortable. It's just a dream. And in the dream you can say there's comfort and discomfort and all of that. Unpredictable, whatever. All the ideas.
Doesn't it? It's absorbed out of the absolute to this.
No. It was never absorbed, so it could not. There's no possibility you get absorbed by what you are. It needs two to be absorbed. You are that. There is no possibility to get absorbed by anything. There is no danger of absorbing or and not being absorbed. You cannot avoid what you are, and this is your whatever dream. You are the dream. So no need to be whatever, to be aware that please. You don't have to be detached from anything. Total detachment is being that. And that is total detachment because there's no second where you can be attached to. It's not like you are detached from the world or you are detached from the dream. No, the total detachment is you are what is. There's no possibility of attachment.
The programming in body demands you.
No. There is no demand. Just energy expressing moment by moment different informations. It's not like I don't feel imprisoned by anything. No. Cannot be imprisoned by what I am. And I don't have a advantage or disadvantage by any. Having now a body experience is not a disadvantage, and having maybe the oneness of being the universe experience is not an advantage. It's like you transcend all the advantage and disadvantage just by being what you are, this. And there's nothing to gain or to lose in anything. Just by being it. No gaining, no losing. You cannot get more or less as you are.
Still there is sense of imprisonment.
No. Never. For what I am, never. No. If they would put this body in a prison, I would have a sensation of a body being in a prison, maybe. But that cannot be imprison me. So there would be no prisoner in the prison. As now there is no one who is alive here now. There is no one alive. No one born. So there is still an experience of, there was an experience of birth, but by that experience no one was born. There's an experience of waking up, but no one wakes up in it. So yes and no, there is, but by that you don't become what you experience. Never. You're already what you experience. You don't have to become it.
This phantom always has a reason to live, always has continued to be.
The phantom needs a reason to live.
Not awareness.
Even awareness for the phantom is difficult. He makes a difference between awareness and not awareness. It's all a phantom dream. Even awareness is special. And only a phantom needs a special, calling something special, superior awareness or something. Only phantom needs something. What you are, never. So yes and no, the phantom makes always special landing places. Whatever, more or less awareness or being whatever, attentive or not, and all of that. That's all part of the dream, that's continuous. But who cares about if the phantom is more or less aware about what? Or if a phantom has more or less open heart or more or less understanding. Let it have. Be generous. You cannot help it anyway. It's stupid, but what to do? No, the main thing is like by none of that phantom activity or non-activity or understanding or not understanding, you have something to gain. You already knowledge itself. The knowledge that you are cannot be getting more out of something or getting less by something. That's all. There's no more and less of what you are. That's the quality of what you are. And the quantity of all that sensational and whatever. Whatever you can count doesn't count. To be the absolute counter, you are already. And that's the only thing what counts. But you never count the counter. You only count what can be counted. What can be counted is the first counter, the counting what can be counted. But who counts the counter? Who counts the counter, the counting and the counted? Without that absolute counter, which is the only thing what counts, nothing can happen. The accounter who counts his experiences is already counted by who?
Though you are comfortable, but the phantom goes after the comfort.
It's always after the
There's
comfort.
no need of comfort
For the phantom there is need of comfort.
for the phantom.
Of course. I take a shower when I feel dirty. Or this body needs. It's a natural whatever happening. Like going to the movies and afterwards popcorn and thing, and then the phantom thinks, oh, it was a good day. Let it think it was a good, fulfilled, like a nice day. And when it doesn't have the movies and the movie was really bad, and then, oh, it was really not a good day.
What's the difference between phantom in that body sitting there?
That's a phantom already.
It's already a phantom.
Yeah, what else can it be? A ghost, which came and will go. One day it's not there anymore, so it's not real. That's the nature of a phantom. The whole world was not there, so the whole world is a phantom. It's not only this body is a phantom. Yeah, so even the world is coming and going. So even the world is a phantom.
I think I'm getting confused.
Oh, I hope so.
No, really.
You are not here to be clear, I tell you. No one wants you to be clear, because that's the most biggest trap, your clarity. And now, because you defend now your clarity, your precious clarity. You are what you are in the biggest chaos. You don't need any clarity to be what you are. I hope you get confused. In that sense, I'm Confucius.
So phantom's operating in
The
that
phantom is not operating, energy is operating. The phantom cannot operate. How can an operator operate? An operator already is played by what?
Well, I want to say, what's the difference between phantom in that body and phantom in this body?
There is no phantom in a body. The body is already a phantom. There is no phantom in anything. She is struggling between me and you and mine and your and blah 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 and all this. She's in a difficult because she has to survive as a me because I am different to her. So she wants to make the whatever what is one within one of us, what is the same in us. But even finding something what is not different is different. It's amazing, huh? Even to say I'm greeting that in you what is me, it's already different. I don't even know what is me. How do I have to talk about another one? Sydney. But, yeah, the batata.
So that I can get clear.
You?
Why,
No.
You know, not for me, but why are you talking to us?
You may drop, maybe the idea of clarity drops and you are just what you are, that's all. No one gets clear here, I hope not. I would just kill the one who gets clear here. May in one instant, in a split second, the idea of clarity drops. And you still are what you are, which never needs clarity. Clarity is just another master and you are enslaved by that master. It's slavery, clarity. The moment there's clarity, there's unclarity. Slavery. Truth, slavery. You are a slave of truth now. A slave of enlightenment. A slave of your imaginary whatever happiness. Even happiness makes you a slave. And this all belongs to the phantom. A slave phantom and a slave master.
Body functions by its own. It's only the phantom.
The body is not functioning. That what is running the energy. What runs the body, who runs the whole world, is running the body. The body is not running anything.
But it's only the phantom who has the choices, who thinks he's the doer.
There is energy who plays crisis.
That energy is not a phantom?
No, that what is energy is not a phantom. That is life. Life which plays the crisis, but life experiencing crisis is not in a crisis. By experiencing a crisis, no one is in the crisis. Who's there? Show me anyone. You only show me whatever, fleeting shadows. That's all. You cannot find energy anywhere. The whole scientific world tried to find energy. You cannot find it. Energy cannot be found and cannot be experienced. You can only experience effects, information of energy. So that what is action you cannot experience, and that is what you are. You can only experience reactions from that action, and the reaction is not the action. It's not different, but it's not what it is. Action cannot be experienced, but action is silence. That's what is the source of the source, even the source of whatever you can imagine. The origin is silence. So there is nothing to experience. For experience you need what? Shadow time, shadow movement, shadow whatever. And all of that is effect and reaction to that silence, but not silence.
But only in action it is possible that phantom is exists.
In reaction,
There is no action.
in reaction. Phantom is already a reaction.
Already.
Whatever is reaction. Whatever you can experience is reaction. It's all phantom. The only thing what is life is the silence. Is never, you cannot experience, because where there is no movement and no one moving or not moving and no one experiencing, because an experiencer needs movement already. It's already too late. So the seer needs what? Even the purest notion of awareness needs an experience. It's already that there is a shadow experience. And then the whatever space even needs an opposite of no space. The emptiness needs is an idea. So it needs an experience of an absence. So even the experience of an absence is a presence. So whatever has a presence is not it.
So what's real?
What?
What's real?
I have no idea. For sure it's not an idea, and not what you can pronounce. Whatever you can pronounce, for sure is not reality. And that what is reality never needs to pronounce anything. That what needs now to hear and to know what, for sure, is unreal, and that will never become real. And thanks God, reality cannot be known by any unreal phantom. Thanks God and hallelujah. What you are can never be known, not even by yourself. Thanks God.
What about presence? This presence.
Presence is already shadow. Presence is the sunshine, but not the sun. It's not different, the presence, but the presence is already the sunshine. The presence of light, the light of Shiva, of awareness.
It can't be out of presence.
Out of presence. You can.
Absolute can't be outside out of presence.
No, you cannot get out. When there is presence, you are the presence. But you are even then when there is the absence. You are even when there is the absence. You are the absence. When there is the absence, you are the absence. When there is the presence, you are the presence. But you are not the presence, you are not the absence. You are that what is the absence, and you are that what is the presence. And that what is the presence and what is the absence doesn't need the absence and doesn't need the presence to be that what is, even in the absence of the absence and the absence of the presence. Absence. Yeah, it's fun. I can play that day and night. So the absolute you cannot catch in whatever. It's uncatchable. You cannot make ketchup out of it and sell it somewhere. Tomato sauce here running this body.
But it is there.
It's what?
It is there.
No, it's you cannot find any place for it. It has no place, no location, no whatever you call, where you place it or not is not. It's not even here and now. Whatever says I'm in the here and now is a phantom. Even this idea of now, here, and it's all phantom. That what is the here and now doesn't know any here and now, and that is what you are. But that what is knowing a here and now for sure is a phantom. That what is in the presence is a phantom. That what is the present doesn't know any presence. That what is awareness doesn't have awareness, it is awareness. That's always a little absolute difference. So
the split second is seeing is the best.
there's no seeing. Splitting the second is just being what you are, which never needs to know itself. Splitting the second, it is just being what you are, and there is no second to it. That is splitting the second, but not seeing anything. It never needs any recognition or cognizing anything. There is no understanding needed.
Yeah. But even in the horizontal.
There is no even.
Okay.
The horizontal is not even.
Okay. How did you know? Who told you?
Yeah, horizontal is always like a wave. Even in the horizontal. It's a nice word, eh? But who calls it even?
It's a bit like our course.
Huh?
It's a bit like our course.
Yeah, you are the Captain Tom is always off course. Captain Tom. Tom Sawyer. So what's about the horizontal?
Yeah, no, the split second is being virtual reality, isn't it?
Is what?
Being virtual reality.
No, even vertical is not it.
Okay.
If it would be vertical, it would not be the horizontal. Whatever you make a difference is not it. The vertical spirit is still a phantom. Horizontal, vertical, even the center is phantom. You are the centerless center, the horizontal-less horizon, and you are the vertical-less vertical. For what you are, there is no horizontal, vertical, or center of anything. You are the centerless center, but you are not the center of anything. So whoever claims to be the center of the universe, being what?
Being what is no state.
No state is still a state. No state is the opposite to states. How can it be that what you are? How can you be the opposite of something else? How can you be that?
So whatever I say is relative.
That what I say is wrong. So be happy that whatever you say is wrong. Whatever I say is wrong, what you say is wrong. Wrong, wrong, wrong. It's a song of wrongness. That's beautiful, the beauty of wrongness. If one sentence could be right, and by one sentence you can describe what you are, you would be describable. You would be an object of what can be described. And that is hell already, that you find yourself, that you can describe yourself. You're on the hell of that you can be defined. Defining, I found myself and whatever, and now you defined yourself, and now in the hell of definition. Yeah, definition. All the hell of definition. Now you want to be finer, a finer definition. Now you want to go to the superior definition of I am awareness definition. But even that definition is one definer to many. It's never fine enough, thanks God. Who needs to be fine? Fine art. Me. Always me. Always this needy little me. And that's already unreal. That's why whatever the me is achieving, as fine as it can get, is always a phantom achievement. The chief of all the phantom Indians. Captain Tom.
This is the caretaking tendency.
The what?
Caretaking tendency.
The loving, caring, hunting and collecting faults. A false hunter collecting false experiences. False hunter, false collector collecting false collections of experiences, sensations, fine and not fine, and precious and unprecious, and whatever you call it. Your whole collection is a false owner and a false what can be owned. So who cares about a false owner and a false what can be owned? It's all false. All temporary shadow. A temporary shadow owning temporary shadow experiences. And then being proud that he has maybe more experiences and deeper experiences as the other shadow.
Yeah, this is the tendency to give myself importance all the time.
That's a competition of consciousness. What else can you do? That's the Olympic game of consciousness. This is the Olympic game of consciousness, and everyone is competing. Because everyone is consciousness competing with consciousness. in an absolute competition. Who is the biggest? Who is the biggest beggar and the biggest not beggar? Begging for being the winner or the loser. Who is the sickest and who is the healthiest? Just have a little discussion with your companions. Who is the most saddest? Who is the most honest seeker? I'm so depressed today. Oh, you cannot be so as depressed as me. I'm so depressed, I'm always enlightened. Because I heard being depressed is being closer to the depressed. Even that you make a competition. Who is more depressed under pressure? It's an irony. You're ironing. Yeah, you want to make it even. That's what you harmonic. I want even horizontal. Ironic.
Yeah, I like the dog God. You know the dog God concept you have sometimes?
I always say, when God knows himself, he becomes a dog. And when he is a dog, knowing God, dog, he meets his ma, then he is the dogma. The dog and the ma is a dogma, and out of the dogma comes all the dogmas, all the concepts, out of the first dogma. The dog having a ma, and then creating dogmas. Becomes dogmatic, and his own doctor, and doctrine, and all of that. So what else can he do?
I'm like the poodle leaving my address at the lamppost.
You are a poodle you have a sign on, don't put me in the microwave for a while.
So sad.
I'm so sad.
Nobody likes stray dogs, just poodles. Poodles with pedigrees.
Pedigrees.
Deep breeds.
They're always these retrievers they all like. Huh? Yeah, what else come?
There was something about the state of bliss. The state of
Yeah, the state of bliss is being bliss but not knowing bliss.
And is there something about bliss when it's kind of neutralized? Or
No.
when it's, no.
Bliss never needs anything.
Bliss is an idea.
No, bliss, the nature of bliss doesn't need bliss. And that what now you are talking about is a relative bliss, which always is like can never deliver the bliss you're looking for. Bliss doesn't need bliss. That what now needs bliss will never got that bliss. So you want to be blissed out, but bliss is not interested in you. It doesn't need you to go. You don't need to be blissed out. But you're waiting for bliss to happen, but bliss will never happen. Bliss is the nature of existence. It's already here. It cannot come. It's grace. It's here. This is grace. This is existence. How can it come to anyone? How can it be in the future, or could it be in whatever? God waiting for God to happen. Oh my goodness.
And being blessed, it's impossible to know that. I didn't know about it.
You cannot not be it.
Cannot not be it.
If you just could drop the mind, you would be fine. But as you cannot drop the mind, you have to be fine with the mind and without the mind. That's all. You're fine anyway. And if you could drop the mind, you would be see that, you would realize you would be fine. That is a realization that what is fine never needs to be fine. Only when there's a mind, there's an idea of me being fine or not fine. And without the mind, there is not even an idea of fine. And that absence of any idea of fine or not fine is fine itself. And that never needs to be refined itself. My.
It seems clear.
Huh?
It seems clear.
It seems clear. But the clarity you can have to forget again.
But the mind, at least my mind, and as what I hear around the room, all the mind protests against this concept, because it says it can't be like that.
Yeah. The survivor will try to survive.
Yeah.
It's a nature. Why blaming him? He can only be in differences, so he wants to defend the differences. He's living by differences, so how can you blame that? What? Living by differences, that it tries to survive. And he will always find a reason that he says, that cannot be like this. No, and this and this. So what? The guest will always complain that the home is not fine enough.
The guest will always complain that the
Of
home-
course, the guest complains because what is home, what is the absolute home, has no owner. And only a guest complains how the home is. It's a guest owner who claims that he owns this whatever. If shadow claims to have life or to have consciousness, imagine there are people running around and saying, I have my consciousness. Imagine. And they say even my awareness. It's unbelievable, but it happens. There is really someone who claims to have consciousness. You cannot believe it, but it happens. Does consciousness mind that there is a shadow who claims to have consciousness? No. Let him claim whatever. It's an empty claimer claiming an empty idea. Look at, it's like that's the entertainment. Look, there is one who claims to have consciousness. There's even one who claims he is consciousness.
Wouldn't it be the consciousness itself that put the thought in that phantom to have that thought that it's got its
It's all consciousness.
Exactly.
But
So there's nothing wrong that
it's not a question of wrong, but already consciousness is a phantom. Already consciousness is a shadow of what you are.
Yes.
So there's no question about right and wrong for what you are. But in consciousness, playing right and wrong. And having consciousness. That's fun. That consciousness claiming that it has consciousness.
Consciousness likes to fool itself, so it can enjoy.
It likes it, it cannot help it. It is a fool already. It is stupid already. Just to exist, it is stupid. Consciousness has to exist. And if you have to exist, you are stupid. You have to be already a relative existence. So, and then consciousness wants to get real. But consciousness already is not real. That's an amazing thing, that even consciousness, the precious consciousness, is unreal.
There's one more amazing thing, Karl. If you've seen all this so clearly, why are you telling us all this?
Fun.
That's it.
Sport. I like Olympic Games. But why else should I do that?
Because it's so obvious. It's becoming absolute. I believe everything you're saying, and it's hitting home. And I'm seeing the absolute helplessness of being who, what this awareness is at this point of time.
And it always starts with that understanding, seeing it, and then it may dissolve into your so-called heart. It always starts here. That's a yani path. You understand, you see it up. You cannot avoid the clarity anymore, and then the clarity eats you up.
So would it be right to say your style or what you're doing really is cutting off every single concept, destroying every single idea or mental construct, so that what remains is what is?
I'm in the old tradition of neti. That's all. I'm all just substrating whatever can be substrated, and that you are the absolute leftover.
So the complete helplessness brings you to a place of just...
No, the understanding of helplessness first is just the beginning, and then the understanding of helplessness maybe, which is only and that understanding is like a broom who is sweeping out all the rest. Sooner or later anyway. And Ramana calls the initiation of a light broom. Actually, that understanding is like the end of the unenlightened one, but it doesn't create an enlightened one. That's all. That's the main misunderstanding. It's an enlightened broom who is whipping out all the ideas of you are unenlightened or enlightened or whatever idea you can have. And so there is no one left in the end, as there was never anyone in the beginning. But that's the whole whatever story. This is initiation. It's all initiation. Because the broom is already there, it's just has to be activated. That understanding which is already there, if that is activated, by that understanding, which is understanding, it is sweeping off. It's just there's no way of stopping it. It's just
I thought you told me just now that clarity was crap.
the what?
Clarity.
What?
Clarity.
This is not clarity. This is beyond clarity.
Beyond clarity.
This is clarity which doesn't know clarity, never needs clarity, and drops the idea of clarity. And it's not in that one. No one can remain as one who is clear or unclear. This is beyond purification. This is seeing purification as the dirtiest idea you can have. This is seeing clarity, that absolute clear, that no one needs to clarity. No one needed anyway. You never needed any clarity to be.
Is there a starting point?
There is no starting point. It never ends. How can it start?
Well, where am I?
What? You are someone from Sydney who was never there. Who am I? In all of that.
So that is vichara and contemplation and the whole of it, that's the beginning of the sweeping away.
Whatever you have done since you were born, you were inquiring into what you are. At any moment you have this false experience to exist. You have the seed inside to long for that what is real. Unavoidable. Even sucking your mother's breast is already the intention to get satisfied. Because there is an inbuilt non-satisfaction of any existence. There's a doubtful I, and the doubtful I wants to get real. Automatically. So whatever you have done since you were born, or even since you whatever, it's all, whatever you have done is the intention of self-inquiry just to get real. Because there's a sense of, this is not it. This is not it.
Sense of falseness.
Yes. And you sense it already. From the beginning there's a sense of falsity.
Absolutely.
And you cannot help it. And then you have to seek. There's only seeking. And then I sit here and say you have to be what you are in spite of the seeking, because the seeking will never stop. All the intention of the whole universe is happiness. All whatever entity was there, all being, all intentions are for happiness, for peace, which is the same. All intentions are for peace, but peace cannot be reached. And the intention will never stop. So in that sense, the intention cannot stop. Because the false, in the false intention for whatever is real, cannot find the real, so it will never stop. So you have to be what you are in spite of the presence of the false. The sense of falsity cannot stop. It will always be, whatever you can sense is false. Thanks God. The innocence you are, that what is innocence in itself, cannot be sensed. Whatever the innocence is sensing is not what it is. So, no way out. So this waiting for a moment that this false goes, you wait forever. That's why I like Buddha saying, did you ever experience misery? Yes, now. There is no other experience as misery. You can only experience misery. Happiness cannot be experienced. Thanks God and hallelujah. Whatever can be experienced is misery. If there would be happiness in the misery, that would be hell. Even you expecting happiness in misery is hell. This is me in the misery. Wherever there is a false me, there is a misery. That's the nature of it. A guest me who is in the misery of being only a guest and not real. He wants to be home. He wants to own home, but he will never find home. We're always looking for a better home. Home, home. Home is where my heart is. But where is my heart? No. It's fun, huh? If you are what you are, all is entertainment. If you are what is an idea, all is misery. There is no between. There is no bridge between that. What you are doesn't know any happiness and never needs any happiness. That's why they call it happiness, and that what you think you are will never gain that happiness. Thanks God. You're not something what can be gained by understanding, by whatever, deeper going into some realization. You don't have to be realized to be what you are. What has to realize to be what it is false. It's a false realizer, a false realization. Moment by moment. So who is then realizing that he doesn't have to realize? No one. This is a split second, just by being what you are in spite of whatever imaginary whatever. And it's not meant to happen. It's an accident. No one needs it. It's not like a 1, 2, 3 follow step and then you find blah blah blah. No, never. It's in spite of all what you have done and can do before. If it would be because of something, if it could be controlled by some way, some path, what kind of existence would it be? You could be controlled by 1, 2, 3, 4 steps and then you may get it. All the yoga techniques are all wonderful, but only because they don't lead anywhere. I like them all. They're beautiful because they're empty. No one needs them. Imagine you would need a yoga technique to be what you are. You have to make am I more now what I am if I can sit like Buddha and smile like Buddha? Make a face like Buddha? Am I more Buddha? But Buddha say, never make a picture out of Buddha, don't imagine Buddha. What you see, all the Buddha figures everywhere in every garden, in every home. No one puts in this garden a hanging Jesus being bleeding or something. But that's a picture of misery. And you have to see the misery never stops. It's like you're crucified, whatever, on misery. That's your crucifixion on that misery. You're crucified to be that as consciousness. Oh yeah. It's not so bad. Huh?
It's worse.
It's worse, yeah.
Something has to happen for the Olympics.
The what?
Something has to happen for the Olympics. You know,
Yeah, Sydney, but Sydney already had the Olympics. You are over.
Brazil.
Is what? Brazil next, yeah, look at. He always already becomes a lawyer. He wants to be the... Whatever goes wrong in Brazil, he will defend. Sao Paulo. How's your brother?
Doing fine.
Doing good?
He's coming to see you maybe next year, I don't know, or in the middle of the year.
Oh, somewhere in Europe.
Yeah.
Let's see. He is guilty that his brother came to Colombia. And then your brother came to Colombia. Yeah, because of you, and then he was stuck there. Could not get out anymore. Now he has to came into India and everywhere. It's too bad. You never know how he just wanted to make holiday. Shit. Yeah. What else? Something from the
if there is a back room.
bathroom. Girls always meeting in the bathroom, huh? In front of the mirror. Where's my girlfriend in the bathroom? Do you ever see her? No, she has her own mirror. Yeah, what else? Yeah, but you have to see the absolute enjoyment in that you cannot enjoy yourself. There's no enjoying yourself in anything. You don't have to enjoy yourself in anything. You can never enjoy yourself. That's enjoyment itself. Any moment you think you have to enjoy yourself, you're in trouble. You have to work for your bloody entertainment, and then you are bored because it's never good enough. Fantastic, huh? The moment you think you have to be entertained, you are bored. Then you question the entertainment, you question the enjoyment. Did I really enjoy it? Was it really enjoyable? Like the movie, the question of the movie. Did you enjoy it or was it good? Who gives a shit?
The producer for one.
Yeah, the money making thing. 2 billion already came out of that movie.
Yeah.
Because I paid yesterday. You always pay attention. Huh? And then, and if you paid attention, you ask yourself, what was it worth paying attention to that? Fuck it, huh? You have to pay attention anyway. And you have so much attention. You are unexhaustible attention. And you pay and pay and pay. You never run out of attention. Fantastic. You are energy. How can you run out of energy? You are attention. How can you run out of attention? You are that, which can never get less or more by whatever. Dreaming. This is all your dream, and by dreaming you cannot get exhausted. Only dream object gets exhausted because you dream them to be exhausted. And then in the dream you think, oh, when will I be exhausted enough that I give up? You cannot give up anything. You dream giving up, but by giving up you don't give up anything, because the next moment you pick it up again. Forget it. Give up giving up, because you cannot give up anything. There is nothing to give up, as you have nothing to lose anyway, or to give up. What is not you? Find first what is not you, and then try to give it up. And I promise you, you cannot find anything what is not what you are. That's the other way. There's a NetiNeti way, and then there's the other way, the positive approach. But the positive approach is always like an infinite. You have to always recognize yourself. And I'm much too lazy for that. Much too lazy to recognize myself. Oh, I am that too, I am that too. No, I'm just say false. Forget it.
Then you have to just keep going on, and this is false, this is false, this is
No, you don't have to. You just be what you are, and what you experience is false. It's easy.
Well, you could do the same.
No, you
be
can't.
What you are and what you experience is.
You cannot do the same, because it needs a little positive action. The NetiNeti, the negative is just doesn't need anything. It's laziness. I'm even too lazy to be lazy, but to recognize myself, you always have to pay attention. Even you have to see something what is you. Just being what you are it's effortlessness. This little effort of recognizing yourself as that I am too, and it's too late. The NetiNeti is still my favorite.
Karl, speak a little bit about perception and apperception, about understanding intellectually and the apperception, because what it's really seeming is that you can only, if it's in destiny to get the teaching and to get the truth, you could possibly understand with the mind the nature of the world, understand who you are, it becomes very clear. But then there's an apperception, which is a sudden shift, which is when everything else falls away. Now you can't believe anything else, it's just you see it.
The split second is that what you talked about. You can have a technique, you can make ABC, understanding happens then and then, but being what you are is in spite. It's always in spite. This split second cannot be provoked by anything.
It cannot be provoked. I'm quite aware of that. Yes.
So that's why there is a yes. You can have a who am I technique. You can all of that, and you can go to that clarity that you are the answer of all the questions. All of that, but it's all fleeting. Even that realization that you are the answer of that who am I. You always that what is the answer of that question. Silence. But even that understanding and that answer is fleeting. But this can be reached. Then you can stay there, but it always needs that subtle effort. And the other thing is like a lottery.
Is it like important to first get the perception clear, and then the perception might happen, or it can happen despite, in spite, whenever it wants.
For whatever relative
Like
realization, yes. Yes, for any relative realization, as the deepest you can get, yes. You can go to the samadhi of the awareness. You can may reach become a jnani, to understand even that you don't have to understand, and that even understanding, and you can gain that. But even that, what you gain in that, is fake. If you have to go there, you have to go there. You have to go from the first to the second to the third. You go even to the beyond by the who am I, you are that what is beyond. The answer of all the questions, the origin of all the world, you are where everything is rising from, you can gain that. And then you rise, and then you are not by rising, not rising, by all of that. But all of that is fleeting. Because there are differences. Yes?
So what is that which is recognizing this in the process of a perception?
Phantom. That's a phantom.
So is that awareness which is recognizing itself?
That's God knowing himself.
That's
God knowing himself. That is consciousness. Consciousness is always that what is God knowing himself. With that knowledge who knows knowledge. That is consciousness. Being conscious about being conscious. That's consciousness. But already that is a phantom. Already that is dreamt by Parabrahman. Parabrahman dreaming Brahman himself. So he becomes a creator. And out of Brahman all the creation happens. But already the creator is created by that what is the creator. So that what is the creator is in spite of the presence absence of Brahman, what is the Parabrahman. And that is the only truth. And that Parabrahman never needed any realization. That only that is reality. And the realizer already is a phantom.
So
part of the dream.
The process is a pointless process.
Yeah,
but it's recognized.
It's Olympic game. No one needs it. But that's the beauty of it. There was never anyone who was unrealized. There was never anyone by whatever process became realized. That's the beauty of it. There was never any enlightened one walking this earth. As there was never anyone who was unenlightened in the first place. How can out of non-presence, unenlightened, become an enlightened one? How can one become realized if he was never unrealized? There's no becoming in anything.
So the coming was already present.
That what is now realizing itself, the reality which is realizing itself is never real. It is real in spite of whatever. And that what is the realization of that reality is no different, but it cannot be found, the reality in that realization. As it cannot get lost, because there is no losing in realizing and there is no gaining in realizing. So how can be then, as there was never any losing, any gaining? There was no loser in the first place, and out of a loser cannot be any gainer. Reality is all the way what you are. There was never any moment where you were not what you are. And that never gains anything, or losing anything. There's an experience of losing, an experience of gaining. But by that, none of that experiences can make you more or less as you are. There is no quantity of you. There is no deeper or higher. And that what knows the higher is a phantom. The highest doesn't know any highest. Because the highest is also the lowest. What is the lowest? And that what knows highest and lowest is phantom. And that what is a creator, who takes himself as different from his creation, is a phantom. The Brahman, who is different from his dream, is phantom.
So some body minds find themselves chasing this phantom very, very earnestly, very deeply, whatever, and some don't. Either ways,
phantom. If there's an earnest phantom and a not earnest phantom. Wonderful. And then there's another phantom who says, I'm more earnest than you. It's a competition of earnesty. Why not? No, there is earnesty.
and yet all this happens, and there's a recognition, a phantom recognition that it's pointless.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it. It's pointless. It never makes existence more or less. That's the beauty of it. It's empty recognition. It's all emptiness. Empty in the sense what you are cannot get more or less as it is. Existence never minds. If there is a mind or no mind, it never minds. So what to do with it?
Nothing.
No, you can do whatever. You are free. It's freedom. That's freedom. Whatever can be done cannot make it more or less as it is. You can do or not do, or doing happens, non-doing happens, and that makes nothing more or less as it is. So there's no danger in anything. What's there to lose, or what is there to gain? In what? Having a body, you didn't lose anything. Having no body, you don't gain anything. So you are... Yes, that's the main thing, because you always think without a body you would be better off. No, you are not better off. You are now not better off with a body, and you are not better off without a body. You are what you are with and without, so what? And the guest came one day and the guest will be gone one day. And there will be another guest. Be my guest. You cannot get kick him off anyway, because you are not part of the dream, so you cannot influence the dream. That's your whole, whatever, your helplessness. You're the Almighty Parabrahma, and you dream everything, but you cannot dream before you dream what you dream. You cannot decide what to dream, because there's no decider in it. So you're Almighty, you are energy, but you don't have energy. So by not having energy, you cannot do anything with it. So you're really pure in that way, very pure.
So can one, I don't know how to phrase it, but the one who has recognized his phantom existence, does he live in total subjectivity?
No, there is no.
There is no
there was never
object subject.
There was never anyone alive. Whatever realization makes a difference is not real. Whatever realization then, from that moment on, you live a different life, is not real. If there's one tells you from the 19th September 1950, tralala, I realized that, and there was suddenly that openness. And now from that on I live from the inner being, my whatever life. Forget it. A phantom who had an opening, and then he had a different life. Sounds good.
So what is that which is called causing the suffering? Is it, as we say, the sense of doership, which...
No, as I said in the beginning, misery will never end. There's no cause in it. Even there's no cause of misery. You cannot find the source of misery, because misery is just the way you realize yourself. You realize yourself in separation. That is a me, seer, seeing something different from what he is. That's me in the misery of him seeing himself, experiencing himself as different from something else. And there will never be any fulfillment in that. There's no fulfillment in the misery of a me. A me is never fulfilled enough. It's always hungry. It's always hungry for becoming real. But the unreal cannot get real. So this little seed of hunger will always be there. Consciousness will always be hungry for consciousness.
Okay, that's the nature of...
That's the nature of the love affair. In the way you realize yourself. And in that love affair there is loving and hating. So even loving is hating. You hate to love and you love to hate in that way. And there's a passion in it. There's like the passion of Christ or whatever. It's a crisis. That's why where there's Christ, there's a crisis. And then comes passion. But sure, it's the nature of love, you want to know your beloved. But it's not possible to know the beloved. In no way you can know the beloved you are. No way. You have to be the beloved.
So that is where the me is always hungry.
Always hungry to know the beloved. It's all by love. You cannot stop it. You fall in love and then you want to know your beloved. It's like you seek yourself. That is the love for yourself, the love for God. But you cannot find God and you cannot find the self. Never. You have to be the self in spite of finding. In spite of whatever you imagine you are that. But not because you found it. But the experience will always be inquiry. You as an experiencer inquire into that what is the experiencer. No way out. So the dream will always be a dream of misery. And in this dream of misery, there is sometimes less and sometimes more misery. That's all. There's all discomfort. Because the comfort you cannot find in the dream. Thanks God, you cannot find any landing place of comfort or home in this dream. So you have to take comfort as what you are. By being comfort, who never needed comfort. It is comfort. And the idea that you can find comfort in whatever, that's hell. That's already hell. And that will never stop. Hallelujah. There always will be trying to cultivate what you are. The culture. And then the religion. That you create religions to whatever, to find a way out of this. There's a promise of a way out of this. But it's an empty promise, that's all. You cannot leave what you are. You can try, but if you try,
And you still try.
What? To get out of what I am? No. I never tried. What I am never
Not
tried.
you, but I mean, it still happens to trying.
The phantom wants to go to the movie and want to see a good movie. It's like feeling comfort in a movie. You try to be comfortable with something. And then you always to find that was more or less comfortable. So my mind is now agreeing or disagreeing to that what happened. Or whatever. This never stops. You don't eat shit. You still eat some. So you discriminate. Discrimination happens naturally. It's like a design which is running through, that you don't eat what comes out of your after. Some try. There's Black Tantra, Aleister Crowley, they even try that. They want to overcome the ego by overcoming the disgust. That they cannot be disgusted by anything anymore. But
Agoris do the same.
yeah,
also.
but it's futile.
Agoris.
Agoris. Black Tantra. They drink out and they sleep with corpses and all of that.
They eat human flesh.
Everything,
whatever disgusts you, they'll do it.
Whatever you think you cannot do, you have to do. And then there's the other way, the white tantra, you want to be blissed out. Right.
Could be.
No.
That's all part of the dream as well.
It's all the game. And it's
So, recognizing everything is a phantom, accepting that, how does one?
No, that's
one, but still.
Even that is one too many. No, that's a problem. Only an illusion would call this an illusion. That what you are would never call anything anything. Only illusion needs to realize that this is an illusion. And even that realization comes and goes. So he takes himself
so
as
that
real.
realization comes and goes.
Of course. It came, it will be gone again. So only an illusion, which is already a ghost, comes and goes. Has a ghost realization. That he thinks he is real, but the world is not. So one illusion called something else an illusion. Oh my goodness. So one, whatever phantom, or the phantom was realizing that everything else is a phantom, but not him. Has to be like, one is discriminating between him and others. Or that what is the world. So even that is maybe the deepest realization, that what you are is uninterrupted, and whatever is interrupted is not what you are. It's fine, but it came, and it will be gone. Even that is fake. It's nice for a while. You have a peace of mind, maybe, that you are like a canvas, and everything is projecting on top of you. Everything cannot touch you, and it's fine. You can stay there, but it needs always a little effort to give your attention to that. And one day you will go astray again. Sooner or later, doesn't matter how long. The Taoists say you can stay in that awareness thousands of years, but there will be one whatever, and the intention goes out, and you pay attention again to the marketplace, and the marketplace becomes real, and you are as hungry as before. So there is maybe a phantom who is not hungry for a while, but that phantom who is not seeking and not hungry, it will seek again.
So it's nature. It's natural.
It's a temporary maybe peace you can, and only a temporary peace you can attain. Peace itself can never be attained by anyone. There is no one at peace, in peace. When there is peace, there is no one at peace, and no need of peace. Yeah, when you are peace, you don't need peace. Only when you want to have peace, you are after peace. And the peace you can gain is a piece of cake. You can share, and any peace you can share with others. What kind of peace is that? Peace off. Sorry, I'm a farmer. I have to.
I think you've been very well behaved, actually.
The what?
I think you've been well behaved.
Yeah, but in Australia I have to behave like Australian. That's different.
Oh,
In Australia there is not one sentence without fucking. But I'm not in Australia, my goodness. If you're in Rome, you behave like Romans. If you're in Bombay, you behave like Bombay. If you are in America, you don't have to become a prostitute, but it's not so bad.
So I'm wondering whether it's better to have the statue of weeping Jesus in my garden or the head of Buddha.
Maybe you take your prime minister, it's not different.
Right.
He is presenting misery more than even anyone else. Having a prime minister,
Mr. Right.
whatever.
Yeah, the prime minister, okay. So have the prime minister statue.
Maybe your grandma. Maybe you put your lineage there, your grandma. No, that would be more appropriate. You just your lineage, with where your genetically ancestors came from, you just put pictures from all your possible ancestors into your living room, just to be confronted with your why you are, why this body is like it is, because they all like the body is because all there were as they are or were before. That's your lineage, but what you are has no lineage. That's why. And then you can make a discrimination. That has a lineage. And now I'm always impressed that in Tiruvannamalai there are so many people having Ramana as a lineage on top of them. Fantastic. The one and only, whatever, the rare one who said the self has never any lineage and I don't fulfill any lineage in any event, they make him a lineage. I am in the lineage of Papaji, Ramana and Tralala. So they're making Ramana a pimp. Because they become a prostitute for a lineage. That like paying something. I have to say it, I see it like that. Because I like Ramana, what he says too much, that I see Ramana becoming a banana. For all the monkey minds who think they can make him a master. He was never any master of anyone. He never took any disciple. And now who is running around and calling himself disciples? Kill them all. Right away. If I could kill them, I would kill them right away. But they don't need to be killed. They're already dead. Thank God. Well, it's fun.
That's not possible.
Yeah, but it's amazing that there's one really rare guy who says there was never any lineage of what is self. Reality has no lineage. And whoever claims to have a lineage is a phantom lineage. Phantom having a phantom lineage. Then now no one else has more disciples than him. Fantastic. Like Buddha said, there was never any Buddha walking this earth. You will never find any. If you meet Buddha on the way, kill him, knowing there cannot be Buddha. Buddha never showed up. He's the shyest of the shyest. Your Buddha nature will never be seen, not even by yourself. Whoever claims to be that, whatever, kill him. And 2000 years ago in Israel they did it. The true Buddhists were in Israel. The Jewish, they are Buddhist. They took Jesus on the cross because they saw there cannot be any Buddha.
We should make it. People will like it.
You think so? You think so? I don't
With
think
this,
so.
we
No,
like
I-
the market, we like
I have never
it.
problem with people from Israel. In Tiruvannamalai, Malaysia, always half of the people coming from Israel. They have no problem. They're laughing. They have more sense of humor than whatever, because they have to be. If you have to live in Israel and you come from there,
Yeah.
without a sense of humor, you don't survive one day.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
It's not so bad. Maybe one
I
day I have
suspect
to
we're
go. To what?
We're getting the cream of the crop in Tiruvannamalai. It's the thinkers who are coming there.
Yeah, in some other places.
Coming out of the box. Guruji used to often say that I have no disciples, but I can't stop anybody from making me their guru. He used to say very emphatically, I have no disciples at all. But if you want to make me a guru, what can I do about it?
Do your best. But it needs two to be in that slavery. So if he would take you as a disciple and being your master, then he would be a slave of you and you being a slave of him. That you said, what I am, but never any disciple. But if you like it to be a slave, I cannot prevent you from trying to be a slave. So it's your problem, not mine. So if you like it.
Isn't there a grace and a beauty in being that slave to a master, to a teacher?
No.
Teaching?
Doch, no, come on. Now you go too far.
I'm asking you.
No, it's still slavery. And if you ask me, I will tell you just be what you cannot not be, and you are the master of the masters.
That's your teaching. That's exactly what
Yes,
what I'm being a slave to.
Yeah,
To what you just said.
Yeah, but as maybe Ramesh said, I cannot help you being stupid. And I have no interest to make you different. I like you as stupid as not stupid. If you like to be a disciple and be enslaved, may it be like it.
I mean, for me, I definitely was a slave to my guru, if you call it a slave. I was a disciple. I took him as my teacher. I opened my mind. I dropped my own, put them at least in a rest box for, let me listen to him clearly. Let me just stop my own stuff. I mean, that is being a slave, but I found that the process was very beautiful. It was
because there's a security running. You're an insurance company.
And at the end of it, it kind of wore itself
Yeah,
out.
but
When the time was over, it was gone.
but that's just like why you like it. Everyone likes an insurance company because then you think you feel this insurance inside. There is one who tells you something what you can be sure of. That is like an insurance company, and you like to feel sure. You like to feel whatever this tendency of real that you are real here. That you're on the right path and thing. All of that is fine.
So, but if the Phantom is creating an insurance company, let the Phantom take care of it.
Yeah.
Why? Maybe it has.
I have no problem with it. I just see. I'm wondering how things happen. I'm wondering that words can be taken so wrong, and they'll always be taken wrong. It's like Buddha would never create Buddhism. I think Christ would never have created Christianity. I think he would kick out the Pope right away because it's German.
Oh God.
Yeah, imagine a German Pope. You being from Israel. Yeah, Jesus, I thought he was Jew.
Yeah, of course.
So now a Jew who created Christianity, now having a German Pope is a joke. What else? But I like the jokes. It's the same joke as I don't mind that they take themselves as disciples of Ramana. But what a joke. No one listened. No one ever listens, thanks God. No one needs to listen. Everyone is it's a random, unpredictable stupidity. What else? Well, that's the fun of it.
But I think it sounds better if I say I go to my guru than I go to my entertainer.
Why? For who? For who?
No, actually it sounds better. I go to mental
If you say it in France, they kill you. Because gurus are bad. They doing something. You cannot even make a private session in a private home if they call it spiritual, like a guru comes. The police will come and kick you out. If
Now
you
I
say it in
saw-
France, you are in trouble.
I saw an advertisement in the paper for Viagra as the love guru.
The love guru.
In the Indian paper, the love guru.
Yeah, whatever makes it longer.
Longer and harder.
Talking about slavery, the only thing what can make you a slave is love. And you cannot escape love. And love, you will always be enslaved to love. You always will be enslaved of loving yourself. You cannot not love yourself. Even trying not to love yourself, you love yourself. Because out of love for yourself, you try not to love yourself. You cannot escape love. So you're always a slave to yourself. I'm just asking you, don't be a slave to anyone else as to what you are. Being a slave to what you are, no one minds. And there's the ease in it. Being a slave to what you are, but not to any teacher who wants to make you different or anything. You're a slave to that acceptance, which is love, who takes you as you are, as stupid as you are. And you know it's not so common that you be accepted as you are, with all your whatever. So I don't mind it. But still, for me, there is no hierarchy of this is eye to eye. It's not like I know more than anyone else or anything, or I can give you, transmit you something. Or all of that is bogus. I know it's nice to be in that acceptance, in that Buddha field. They call it Buddha field or anything, because there's an acceptance, and you become a slave to that. Why not? Because you're attracted to it more than anything else. Attracted to what you are, and there's maybe a little presense. But the presense is only the presense. It's not what you are. But the presense already is not so bad. Maybe. That's why it's called good company. All of that, it all comes down to good company. Call it satsang or self-talk, call it whatever. Good company is the absence of company. And you enjoy the absence of company. The absence of anyone who wants to change you. That's all.
Why would you consider it as slave if it's an impersonal love that's arising?
Yeah,
and
but
it's
it's
just outside of
personal,
then
but
where's the issues?
the slavery will never end. You will always be a slave to yourself. You will always be the lover and the beloved. So you're always a slave to your beloved. But who cares if you're the lover and the beloved? You are the lover and you are the beloved. So but still you're a slave to it in the realization of what you are.
So you're a slave to yourself too.
You can, of course, you can only experience yourself in a slavery to what you are. There's only slavery to what you are. Any moment of realization, of experiencing what you are, you experience yourself in a slavery of love. You are a slave to that what is what you are. But why not? That's why not. So if everyone, why should I be a slave? Why not? You are just a slave to what you are. You are just fulfilling that what you are. You are the fulfillment to that what you are right now. You are fulfilling your absolute dream. You are the absolute dreamer and you are the absolute dream. And in the dream you are the slave to what you are. You experience yourself as being a slave of love. There's nothing wrong with it. Look,
That's right.
yeah, you'll always be addicted to what you are. This addiction is slavery. You cannot not be addicted to what you are. You are the absolute addict to that what you are, as you cannot get out of what you are.
So you can never be addicted to what you are not.
No, there's only that what you are, and that you are the addict who is addicted to that what is the addict. You are the seeker seeking that what is a seeker. So you're already seeking that what is a seeker, but you cannot stop it. Even understanding that, it doesn't stop. It doesn't have to stop, because in that way you realize yourself. Nothing has to be altered or changed for you to be. The next will be the next, that's all. And the next will be the experiencing of what you are, and you experience yourself in the loving, caring about what you are, moment by moment, out of whatever position. And if you look after the position of this body here, you love and care about the closest, and then to the close, and then maybe to the world, and then the universe. But only caring about this is not better or less good as caring about the whole world. The loving caring will never stop. And you always try to make it better. That's the nature of love. So even trying to make this place a paradise, it's love, but you can never succeed. You cannot make this world a paradise. But you try. What else can you do? You do your best. But you know it will never be good enough. Because paradise cannot be achieved, cannot be made on word or whatever. Peace cannot happen in any experience of two. There will never be any peace in any dream experience. Yeah.
So the shift out that you were talking about and the shift in, and then where does Parabrahma, Shiva and Shakti figure in the whole thing, conceptually? Parabrahma, Brahman and whatever, the creation,
Vishnu.
and Shiva and Shakti, how does it sort of...
It fits all when it doesn't have to fit anymore. The moment you want to make it fit, you make it two. It never fits. It doesn't have to fit. And then that fits always. It's just a random system of gods and ideas of creators and preservers and all of that, and no one needs to know why.
So we are the beyond even from that.
Yeah.
The absolute of experiencing this.
You are in the absolute chaos. The absolute. This is absolute chaos. And to bring order in the chaos, you try, but you will never succeed. Your dream will always be chaotic. So out of the okay, what is what you are, okay, comes chaos. Chaos. But you can try, but if you ask me, you cannot find any. The order you can find will be destroyed again. You can maybe, for one moment there can be peace on earth, but the next moment it will be gone. And the peace which will be gone is, it's not peace. So the peace which is already there is undisturbable. The harmony of what is, you cannot disturb.
Which exists in all the states of sleeping, dreaming and...
It's always there. The harmony of what you are is never, never.
Regardless of the body and
regardless of any... I am the harmony of disharmony. So I am that what is disharmony, and that what is disharmony is harmony, and what is harmony is harmony. That what is harmony in its nature can never be disturbed by anything. So showing himself in disharmony, because the dream is disharmony. This, I know, I agree, this is disharmony. But the nature of disharmony is harmony. As this is ignorance, but the nature of ignorance is knowledge. So this is the nature of war. Whatever, the dream is war. But the nature of war is peace.
So they are not separate, that's what...
No separate. There is no two. And no two, that's the nature of peace. And when there is not a second, no one can be disturbed. There is no one who can be disturbed. There's not even one. That's why, otherwise I would call it one without a second, all this. No, there is no two. And that what is without a second will never define itself as one or anything. Because when there is one, there is two.
Multiplicity.
Yeah. One creates two. Yes. Oneness and two-ness comes together. But what you are is neither. So oneness is nice, but not nice enough. But it's not so bad. But yeah, what else? Something else?
So everything's happening.
No, it doesn't. Nothing ever happened. So if you come to the conclusion everything is happening, I would have to say the opposite. Always, that what you are is always slipping away. The moment you think you got it, like you have an understanding, it's gone. It's always so slippery, you cannot catch it. At the moment you think you have it, it's already gone. You cannot get hold to anything. That's the beauty of what you are. The truth, what is truth, cannot be catched. The moment you think you got it, it's gone. Because it cannot be owned. Because whatever you can have, For sure is not it. So the nature of what they say, nothing ever happened, means like this, what is silence is never moving, and that what is a manifestation of silence is never moving either. Nothing is ever born, nothing will ever die. This dream is never started to be dreamt. This dream is an absolute solid block of manifestation. And nothing ever comes and nothing ever goes in it, so nothing ever happens.
But it is perceived in time, space, doesn't happen.
There is an experience of happening, but by the experience of happening, nothing happens.
It's true.
So there's yes and no. There's an experience of birth, but no one is born. That's the main thing first. There's an experience of birth, but in the experience of birth, no one is born. In the experience of birth, no one is born. There is no one here now. And as there is no beginning of anyone, there is no end of anyone. So there's maybe an experience of this body dying, but no one dies in it. As in the experience of birth, no one was born.
So that experience is a happening in time space.
There is an experience of happening, but nothing happens for anyone. Just like every morning you wake up, but no one wakes up because what you are already is there. No one wakes up. Who is waking up? The sensational ideas, phantom cloud wakes up. It's like a cloud of bullshit wakes up. Then it rains and it's crying for itself. And it's self-pity. The self-pity cloud starts to cry about itself. Oh, I'm only a cloud. What can I do? Tears. Tears for fears. Because the cloud fears not to be real. That's true. It's not real. So it's always cloudy where the cloud is. It's always unreal where the unreal is. What else can be there? And I say, thanks God is like it. So that's absolute gratitude you can talk about, is that you don't have to thank anyone, not even yourself, to exist. That's a gratitude you are. Just to be what you are is an absolute gratitude. You don't have to say thank you to anyone, not even to yourself, to exist. So you're not having gratitude to your master, you have the gratitude to that there is no one you have to say thank you to. It's just, it's not even there for you. You created him, you gave him this image. You yourself became an image in front of you, telling you you are not an image. What a fantastic game, you know? You create an image in front of you like a master who tells you, I'm just an image.
I'm not doing the talking. I'm not doing the talking, yeah.
You are that. So what is dreaming that? You're dreaming you, this one and that one. And you're creating that whatever relationship.
But Karl, that's what I was trying to say in the beginning. In the beginning it was like that, but at a point of time it became apparent to me that he wasn't talking to me. It was a happening at that point of time. Gratitude still arose towards Guruji, but he stopped being that thing that that was giving things to me. It stopped. But I had to go through this to be there, to come out. It was a process.
Yeah, but now.
And now there's gratitude for him, that's all. There's just gratitude that being
his Agada was still
came in front of my eyes.
Still whatever, giving the garlands around his guru and things.
Yes, he used to do puja every day.
I never needed him, but that's why I gratitude to him. That's what I just said. Only because you never needed him. You are such a gratitude that you didn't need him.
That he showed me that I didn't need him.
He didn't show you that. You showed yourself that.
I showed myself that sitting in front of him. Without him, I was lost.
No one showed you anything.
You showed me a lot.
I don't show you anything. You show yourself. This is your show. And you show yourself. No one else.
We're talking at the phantom level now. Karl, we're talking at the phantom level. You're the phantom, I'm the phantom. This phantom is seeing from that phantom.
You cannot bring me down to your phantom level.
I cannot. But you're coming up to my phantom level to come and talk to us.
No, I talk to myself, and I talk to myself who says, you make the show, you are the show, and you create your image. You creating an image in front of you who tells you you are not an image. It's not anyone else. There's no one phantom talking to another phantom. One get real.
I want to.
I know. But by wanting to get real, you are unreal.
Hariom.
Yeah. That's all the whole game.
So some phantoms don't get attracted to this kind of phantom, and there is, so when a phantom is recognized that it has, I see what you're saying, but there is gratitude which arises, even if it's in time space, that a phantom created a,
Comes and goes.
it may have been, yeah, it comes.
May there be gratitude, so what? Don't make it special. It's just another, if you find a good butcher who gives you a piece of meat you like, then you have gratitude to the butcher who sells you a good piece of meat. Don't make it a special thing. That's why I'm always hammering this special thing. That you think you're a special seeker, seeking truth, and you find a guru who gives you something, what you are, never happened. The butcher is as your teacher. He tries to butcher you, maybe. You meet a killer, that you meet, if it comes to that. If I would, whatever I try is try to kill you. I'm your assassin. If I do whatever I can do to shoot you, to shoot the duck you think you are.
But the gratitude arises to the assassin, the phantom assassin, because there is.
But I shoot myself, and I have fun with it. This is sport. Because I know the duck will always pop up again. There's a moment of being duckless, and then the duck comes up. So that's my sport. I shoot the duck, and the duck comes. You cannot shoot me.
His understanding, the understanding has just happened irrespective of whether you sit in front
he even
of the phantom
sees
or
that
not.
clearly. The clarity is good, but instantly it is clarity. He claims it to be his clarity. Even if it's clear, it's not his. He makes it his impersonal experience. I meet many of Ramesh people, and I'm sure he never was intending, but they say, I'm the non-doer. I say, fuck you. The misunderstanding can happen, but then what comes out of that? For sure it has to be like, I claim that I understood and that makes me a non-doer. Oh. Then they say you say something, Ramesh, no, I say against something about your collecting something what is never meant like that.
I don't think Ramesh ever mentioned non-doer. It was
That's what I
non-doership.
say. That's what I say.
There was never a creation
There's
of a non-doer ever.
There's a non-happening, but there's not one who is a non-happener.
Exactly.
But the claiming happens. You cannot. It's like, how can Buddhism come out of Buddha? There come some disciples who claim that they have understood, they have the gratitude for his master, and then they make a religion out of it. Now there is Ramanaism starting already since years. The Ramana banana, there are popes for Ramana now. Papaji popes in French, in France. There's a publisher from Ramesh, Papaji disciples, they dropped Ramesh because of this whatever. Years ago, little things
Happening.
I like it.
That was God drawing a line on stone, saying you believe in non-doership, here, believe this. Let me see how many of you can cross this line.
Can you take it? That's
Totally.
If you only can believe in a guru who behaves as you like him to behave, then you should go to someone who behaves like that. But if you're ready to take that whatever is in front of you is just as you,
that's what
helplessness, whatever happens will happen or not happen. If you're not ready for that, go to someone who is pure in his whatever, tralala, faking his, and is maybe more secret of what he is doing. And it doesn't come out, maybe. Because if you turn one stone, you find there's no such thing as.
So if we drop all meaning and words and we just activities between more than one, and then words coming again to activities, so that's what it is.
You are every night the potential, the absolute potential. Every morning you wake up in this stream. But you're already there before the waking up happens, that's all. You are in the potential and in the activity, what you are. So in that sense you're even the absolute actor.
I just say that the meaning and the words that we give to the activities of more than one cause the difficulties of of the understanding.
Then you're in the difficulty. And for that you have to make it difficult, because that makes you remain one who claims to be in the differences. So the relative me needs differences. And he needs more or less understanding in all of it.
So words can be only relative, always, anyhow.
Thanks God. Hallelujah.
So the understanding always can be relative if it's through words.
Yep. But understanding doesn't need words to understand it. The words are just reflections of understanding, because understanding is here and now. That what is knowledge, reflecting of knowledge, is words. And so the words are loaded with understanding, but not any special halala. Every word in the beauty is emptiness, which is knowledge. So every word carries the knowledge. So shit is not a less good word than truth or anything. Every word in its essence is truth or knowledge.
Like pointing to the truth.
That's not a pointer, it is truth, it is knowledge. There's no pointer. Every pointer is truth. Pointing to truth.
Or not.
No, you can only point to truth. Truth pointing to truth. There is only truth. Self is all there is. Knowledge is all there is. You cannot find what is not true. Even every Bollywood movie is the most art work on earth. Every movement is truth. The movement of truth.
So every moment is truth.
Absolutely. This nature of this moment is truth. And the next, and the next, and the next. And it was before, and there was never any moment without truth. Or existence. Call it existence, truth, life. Was there ever any moment without life? And life is knowledge. So knowledge is never more or less. It's next, and next, and next. And the infinite next ends up in the last moment. Or this moment is the infinite future of that next moment.
So then every word is truth too.
Absolutely, you
So
can.
the relativity is also truth.
Absolutely, there's absolute. The absolute is all there is. The absolute is
Exists
absolute.
all the time.
Absolute
Exists.
relative is absolute relative. Absolute oneness is absolute oneness. Absolute is all there is. Absolute relative, absolute one, absolute awareness. Absolute is that what is the heart of awareness, the heart of oneness, and the heart of relative ignorance. True.
Doesn't matter how we call it.
Well, you call it heart, you call it knowledge, you call it life. That if you call that one. And the realization in the Trinity is the creator or the gods of creating, and then whatever the creation of spirit, and then what it can be the created matter or the universe, whatever kind. All of that can only be there because this is. So the nature of the creator is heart. The heart of the nature is what you are. The heart of creation is what you are. And the heart, whatever is this creatures or the world, is what you are. You are the heart itself, which doesn't know any heart. It doesn't have any heart. There is no ownership in heart. That's all. And there is no second heart. And what you are now suffering about is that you have a heart. And by having a heart, you suffer about that heart is always not good enough.
The feeling of having.
So that's a slave to the heart.
That's a slave to love, or a slave to the heart. That's suffering. And in any ownership, there's suffering. Anyway. And in me means mine. There's an ownership. And my awareness is suffering. Being awareness, you don't know awareness. Being spirit, you don't know spirit. Being the world, you don't know the world.
So recognizing there's no way getting out of the suffering. It's okay.
No. It drops out when it drops out. Like this little split second is not meant to happen. It's not an happening. It's not the moment. It's not a moment, because in what you are there is no moment. That's the whole problem. That's a whole big problem for one who thinks it has to be in the moment. It's never in the moment. It is the moment, but it's not in the moment. That's the main thing. It is that what is the moment. It is that what is the now, but not in the now. So there's no advantage for the now. And what has an advantage to be in the now? It's not it. Whatever needs an advantage is a disadvantage that it needs one. And that what is the now never needs an advantage, because the now is now.
It's eternal.
That cannot be achieved by anyone. Because in that now there is no one. Never was, never will be.
So I quite clearly see everything else as advantage. Because the now is.
Yeah, if you could just be the now, what you cannot not be, because you are the now. There was never any problem. Never was there. So in a split second you can, there's nothing else needed as just being what you are, and that's a fulfillment itself. Which that to be what is the now, which never needs to be fulfilled. Because for that what is the now, there is neither past or future. There's not any idea even of horizontal, vertical or whatever ideas. And only that is no concept. And that you exist, no one can teach you. No one has to teach you. No one can transmit you. So that what never can be transmitted or taught or anything, which is always there, uninterrupted. And you are that. And that you cannot achieve by any whatever. Thanks God, hallelujah. It cannot be achieved, it cannot be grabbed, it cannot be owned by anyone. It cannot be realized even. Thanks God, what you are can never be realized. But you have to realize yourself. It's amazing, huh? You never need to realize yourself, but still you have to realize yourself. That's this. Because this is your realization. This is what you are. You are the realizer realizing what can be realized. You cannot not realize yourself. But not in the way that you have to realize what you are. That you can never. You are reality, and reality has to realize itself, moment by moment. But there is no need of more realization. This is it. Now, for now, next is always what is the realization of what you are. Recognition. What has to recognize itself is only time frame. Anything. You don't have to recognize yourself. This is cognizing yourself as a cognizer cognizing what's going to be cognized. It was always there.
Already cognized.
It never needs a recognition of anything. The rest is...
Yeah, I've often heard like that I was never born or so, and sometimes that it's just states also like meat. But actually I feel
I say
maybe, yeah, but maybe I can understand it somehow mentally also, but actually I feel absolutely real, absolutely that I'm born, that I'm alive very much, like I feel 100%.
No one wants to take that away. But if you ask me what you are, that is never born.
I don't feel it.
No, that's why I say you don't have to feel it to be it. That what now has to feel to be. That is something what is born, and that what is born needs to feel to be, because otherwise it could not survive as someone who is born. That you cannot change. There is no bridge between that two. What you are never needed anything. That what you are now think to be always needs something. Feels something or doesn't feel something, defines it. That is this realm. Let him do it. That's his story. That is his story. But you have no story. So there is his story, and that what is never had any story. There's a self-storage here, self-storing whatever can be stored, because it's collecting everything. Like consciousness collecting all what can be collected, all the knowledge, all the events, collecting everything. Vishnu collecting everything, the preserver, or one tendency preserving everything. Shiva destroying everything, and then there's a Brahman who creates everything. This Trinity, one creates everything, the other one destroys everything, and the other one wants to preserve it. And no one wins. But it all comes from the same origin.
So just permutation, combination of whatever is.
It's like a recipe of like a soup. You have a soup of existence, you have three cooks. One cook says, You don't need to eat. Shiva, you don't need to eat. Back, go. You don't need to eat. You are never hungry. The other one, oh come on, a little bit. The French creator Brahman maybe. A little bit. And then the preserver. We better don't eat, but then we have for later. We don't eat now. We just preserve it, put it in the fridge. We eat later when we need maybe something. So we're a bit hungry now, but we will have something later. So we don't eat fully now. These three tendencies is running in everyone. Three gods running here. The destroyer says, what I am is never hungry. Why should I eat? I'm fasting. Then comes whatever. Brahma says, break your fast. Eat. Create something. Breakfast. And then comes, it's every morning Brahman wakes up. Breakfast. Breaking the fast of Shiva. Who destroyed every night, everything. That you can sleep, he destroy everything. Morning Brahman wakes up. Oh come on, let's eat something. And then comes, during the day the Vishnu comes and wants to preserve something. Wants to keep some breakfast for later, doing things, happening. Fantastic, huh? Because Vishnu comes, the wish of later. That you have to something later, Vishnu. Brahman for breakfast. Yeah, it's all there. The whole whatever, this is like the purest Trinity, and then the variations of it, the mixtures. And then comes Krishna, and then comes this one, the avatars, the magic, and this one. I like it all. No, the Indian tradition is very nice. They always put some gods for their tendencies. But the gods are all alive in you. They're just what you are. Some impure aspect, like in German or in the Christian, the archetypes, or whatever. The archangels, the Michael and the Gabriel and the jealous one. Fantastic, huh? And all of that is you. Nothing to miss. And you play with yourself infinitely. Who else to play with? But what happened? Shiva plays, or whatever, that player plays, creates his puppet house, but it falls in love with one puppet. And then he's in trouble. And then he sees other puppets, who is maybe more beautiful or anything. And then he compares, he becomes a comparing. And then you are...
That's why they don't have a temple for Brahma.
No.
There's just two temples for Brahma in all of India, because the legend is that
the competition
he
happened.
fell in love with his daughter, which was his creation. Creation was his daughter, and he fell in love with his own creation, which is why they don't honor him with the temple.
Then it's too late. Then you are in flesh. Then you're incarnated. Then you fall in love with it. And then so you don't worship him, huh?
They don't build temples for him. Yeah. There's just one in Pushkar.
But we should have. We should have compassion with that guy. Because I see him everywhere. That's all. Brahman, not Brahma. Brahman. Brahma became a man, a Brahman. Yeah, Brahman became a man who wore bra, a Brahman.
Created, right?
Then you become Brahman Jari. There's nothing safe for my whatever, making a joke out of it. Sorry if I, but maybe I'm not sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
That would be one day. I would be sorry what I said. Huh?
This is like you calling for a taxi after being quiet 50 years, not possible.
Yeah, something else. So far away, you came so far away, you have no question?
Nothing in particular.
Okay. Something in particular.
I am just listening and enjoying.
That's sometimes the best. Just like meditation, listening without a listener. This is actually what we're trying to do. by me talking without talking, being no sorry about any word and not thinking about. This like not thinking about talking is like that's a working
Relief.
blah blah blah. It's like a verbal diarrhea happened. You have no constipation anymore. Without constipation, there's a verbal diarrhea. And then I ask you to be a listener to that, not whatever discriminating. That's is really like then it becomes fun. If you sit somewhere and you want to hear what you expect to hear, what you like to hear, what your understanding is, then you're in trouble because then maybe it's different. But if you just let it enjoying it, then it's really like the highest whatever tapa you can do exercise of meditation, listening without a listener, listening without expecting to hear what you want to hear. Then it's enjoyment. Then it's a now which is enjoyment in its nature.
Is that why everybody's asleep?
That's why they fall asleep.
So is that like the falling away of the perceiver?
Yeah, there's perceiving without a perceiver, because there's no judgment. There's no discrimination between good and bad, whatever, or this is a nice and this is not a nice, there's a sunset better than the you're just perceiving. There's just perceiving. That's the impersonal perceiving, but you cannot make I'm an impersonal perceiver. Then it becomes a joke. I'm now living an impersonal life. Who is living an impersonal life? And who was living a personal life before? Then it becomes a joke. It's all an impersonal whatever. But there is no one who is living an impersonal life. That would be a joke. And then I like that.
Why?
What?
Why do you like it like this?
I like it. Because then I can hammer. Because my hammer has something to hammer.
He's German.
I'm German. I have to hammer. I have to do something. I'm working.
Take the hammer.
I cannot eat my lunch before I have to work a little bit. Otherwise I feel guilty eating without having worked for it. So I like this, that I can hammer on it. Day and night. Unexhaustible hammer. If there's a hammer without one who is hammering, this hammer is hammering. And you may feel there is one who is like, there is no nail, there is like a rubber nail who gets hammered and never minds, and what you are can never be hammered. You don't feel anything. Let him hammer. He cannot touch me. So, and let him hammer, come on.
There's a song about hammering, isn't there?
Yeah, hammering in the morning.
Yes.
Go hammer on the mountain. Go hammer on the mountain. It's an old folk song.
Blue Mountains.
Not in Blue
All the
Mountains.
Sydney people go to the Blue Mountains and makes them sad and hammering on them. Hammering on the mountain.
You've got to do something.
Yeah, in Australia you have to do something. In India you can just relax.
I'm not sure what you mean when you say I'm dead or we're not alive.
What you think you are is a tombstone.
Yeah. I'm not experiencing that.
Yeah, but whatever you can experience is dead.
Is what?
Dead.
Dead.
It's phenomenal. And phenomenal experiences are dead. The nominal can never be experienced. That what is life can never be experienced, because for experience needs two. And whatever is phenomenal, which is an experiencer experiencing something different from what he is a phenomenal experience. That phenomenal experience can never deliver the nominal experience you are. And that is only life, the nominal and not the phenomenal. It's not different, but in no phenomenal experience you can experience that what is the nominal, life itself. Thanks God. There's all that knowledge you can experience, you can have. Thanks God. It's all dead. All the understanding is dead understanding.
All information on the internet is dead understanding.
Wonderful dead experiences. Huh? Yeah, only dead talk to dead. Let's a dead talk to the dead. All politicians. It's all politicians. Internet. Yeah. Yeah, thanks God, life cannot be experienced. That's why I call it dream. You can only experience a dream, but you cannot experience a dreamer. And life is a dreamer. Life is dreaming and to be alive. But the dream of being alive is a dream. And in the dream of being alive, life is not alive. Life is dreaming to be alive. Life is realizing yourself in the experiences of aliveness or something. But it's not life. It's not different, but it's not it.
I was dreaming last night.
No.
Sleep.
In sleep?
Yes.
That's rare. So what did you dream?
You want to know?
Yes. You want some excitement?
You don't want to say?
Well, I was just wondering, it's the phantom I get. It's coming from, arising from the phantom.
No.
Well, there was a road that had a huge hole in it.
No.
Yeah, and cars were falling down the hole.
That sounds good. So what does it mean?
You know.
Who wants to know? There was a hole in the street.
But I never dream, and last night I dreamed. You know, like
You cannot remember normally.
No, yeah. Well,
So
this
don't
one
say
I
I don't dream. You
Yeah,
just
okay,
don't
so,
remember.
this one I remember.
There are techniques you can remember. You can do something.
But then, for what?
Oh, why not?
For fun.
For fun.
I love to dream.
You can make a diary of my
But
dreams.
then the mind goes,
You
oh,
don't have
this
to
is-
watch television anymore.
Oh, I don't know about that. There's, do you know, if you notice, there's a channel here called Australia Network. I get all my Sydney news every night.
Lucky you.
It's not.
Yeah, it's
such-
amazing. There's the smallest population, 20 million Australians. They have one channel in Bombay.
Yeah.
Such an influence, huh?
Yeah, I think they're watching.
Wow. Now the Australians feel big because they have a channel in Bombay. Dinesh, what would you say? Does it make you good about being Australian, having a channel in Bombay? And knowing what the politician telling in Sydney?
It's like advertising for Australia.
Yeah,
this channel.
they need it.
And the other channel there is a God.
Yeah, and he needs it too.
It's called the God channel.
You see, religion needs advertisement. The whole, what I can, what I can. So whoever needs advertisement needs it.
God definitely loves
Life never needs to advertise itself. And life would never make a flyer meeting in truth. I would say there is no meat in truth.
There's no meat.
Pleased to meet you.
Yeah, pleased to meet of you.
Yes.
Please. Mincemeat. What a meeting. So everyone is a butcher, as I said. Everyone wants to kill the other meat by a meeting. Something else? Not now. It's already. Oh, it's
Overtime.
just.
Do you get paid for overtime?
I get an extra zip of air from God. He pays me. I can open the window. I got the energy from my hand to open the window because I talked 1 minute more.
Or maybe an
Some think like that. They get they do something and then they get paid later.
Karma.
No, you make sport for that. You make aerobic. You make yoga that you have no back pain later.
Yeah.
That's you get paid later. That you now make exercises that you don't have to suffer later. Fantastic, huh?
But you suffer when you do.
Huh?
But you suffer when
Yeah, but you have to suffer now that you don't have to suffer later.
Vipassana.
But I like, last year there was two or three Qigong masters, Tai Chi masters. You would never expect that you could have back pain and lumbar or something. All of them, down on earth. Lumbardo, back pain, could not walk anymore in bed. Masters. I like that, when masters get sick. Masters die even.
Cancer.
You better don't become a master. They all died from cancer.
Yeah.
All the famous one had cancer. Maybe they're radiating too much. They're like nuclear reactors.
No, I heard it's because we're also impure and you taking on our impurities.
Yeah, you have to pay me more. Yeah, I have more pimples now. I realize as more I talk, and more pimples coming. Because everyone wants to be expressed. Bardo. That's a bardo. Yeah, okay, that was all for today?
I think so.
Okay. Enough dreaming. Thank you for
exhausting our mind.
for the
Exhausting my mind.
yeah.
Very
I put you to sleep.
nice. No.
No, I mean like I put you to sleep that what is never asleep can I talk you to dead.
Yes.
And only that what
You will never
can be
disappoint.
okay.